All right, so you're doing W1.9 for your homework here. You're making estimations of length. Well, I don't know about that spelling up there, length, but length, mass, and time. Okay, so if we check this out, I'll give you an example up here. You go through this, of course, and you can go check out the little note here. A little YouTube can help you with this. But let me cut straight to it on this one. You get a question like this: the mass of a paperclip is approximately. You're not going to know this. Who knows the mass of a paperclip offhand? But what you can do is cut out junk answers. In fact, on almost every one of these, and yes, these are test questions, and yes, these are Regents questions. In fact, they put one on every year. You can cut out junk answers. There's generally two of them. So if you just look at these, all they look like is numbers and scientific. You're not going to know. But let's think a minute. Okay, this is 10 to the sixth. That is 1 million. 1 million kilograms. All right, that's 2 million pounds. Paperclip? I don't think so. This one, 10 to the third, is 1,000. 1,000 kilograms. I mean, I don't even know what a million kilograms would be. Maybe this is like a ship or something. 1,000 kilograms is like a small car. We're talking about over 2,000 pounds. It's a very small car, but still a car, not a paperclip. That can't be. You will find this scenario to happen repeatedly as you do this. Like, let's jump down and look at the baseball bat for a moment. Question 2. What is the approximate length of the baseball bat? There's a couple of junk answers that should jump out at you. Let's start over here on the end. Let's start at the 10 to the 2. That's 100 meters. I mean, that's a field. A baseball bat is not a field. That's out. Now, there's actually more than two junk answers here, but even if I go to choice 3, 10 to the first meters, now don't mess up your scientific, that's 10 meters. That's like the height of EHS. Like a baseball bat is not the height of EHS. So as you go through, this happens repeatedly. Even if we go down to question 3 here, length of a dollar bill. Okay, are there any answers here that are junk? Well, we know a dollar bill is kind of small. So let's look at the big numbers. 1.5 times 10 to the 2, that's 150 meters. That's even bigger than a field. All right, that's not a dollar bill. 1.5 times 10 to the 1, that's not even 10, that's 15 meters. That's the flagpole out front. I mean, roughly. That's dollar bill? No, that's junk. So you notice here, you can cut out the junk answers quickly, and this is very good practice with scientific notation and understanding your powers of 10. Now, let's go back to question 1. We have 2 choices left. Which of these is reasonable? You may not know. This is 10 to the minus third. That's 0.001 kilograms. And this one is 10 to the minus 6, 0.00001 kilograms. Just by looking at it, you may have no idea. So if you think a little bit, though, you can make sense of this. One of the ways to figure this out is this hint up here. When you have small or negative exponents, think, how many would you need to make 1? If right now we have 10 to the minus 3 kilograms, well, the way you can turn this number into 1 is to multiply it by 10 to the positive 3. That would leave you with 10 to the 0, which equals 1. So if you had 1,000 of this object, in this case it's a paperclip, if you had 1,000 of them, it then would be 1 kilogram. Is that reasonable? 1,000 paper clips is probably like a big handful. Could that be 1 kilogram, about 2 pounds? That's a possibility. This one you would have to multiply by 10 to the 6. That's a million. A million paper clips. That's too many. So this is out. Here's your answer. If we look at choice 2, you get a similar scenario. Baseball bat, 10 to the 0 is 1 meter, and 10 to the minus 1 is 0.1 meter. Well, this is like your leg, and this is like a pen. Well, baseball bat is not as small as a pen. It is close to your leg. You'll see that there's really only one good answer in all of these. Even if you go to 3, length of a dollar bill. This is 1.5 times 10 to the minus 1. These are decimeters. So that's 0.15 meters. That's kind of like, your finger is one. It's like 1.5 fingers. Whereas over here, this is centimeters. 1.5 centimeters. 0.015 meters. No, centimeters for a dollar bill. That's out. That's it. Follow that process on all these, and you will most likely land yourself with some good answers.